just no.
Oh, what? It looked cute. Let's try it.
It's a nice gesture, but I think it looks a lot better on you.
Oh, geez, now you've done it.
Is she doing any better?
Yes, she just seemed exhausted, and she kept mumbling, but I didn't really take mental note of what she said. Where did you find her? Prim, don't be rude.
I'm not. I'm just curious. I mean, she isn't a fox or a wolf. Well, like both.
I noticed that too. It's called a half-blood.
Yeah, she did mention something to me about that. But it's not my business to gossip about. I'm just glad she's okay.
Duh, you like her, don't you? Hey, what did I do?
I'm so sorry about my sister. She just doesn't know when to stop talking. We'll leave you three alone.
That's 4!
You're letting this others can see me now thing settle in, aren't you?
Yeah, I just wish it was more than just you, Rollo, and Kano.
Bryer? Where am I?
It's okay. We're at Rollo's territory. You've been healed by some medics and, well, all that matters is that you're safe.
I'm safe, but Coraline isn't. Because of me.
Hey, Averi, don't blame yourself. It was something none of us could have stopped.
You could have! If you were put in that situation, it's because of my damn size! I'm weak! Coraline's dead because I couldn't protect her!
Averi, you're not weak. Stop calling yourself that. If you were weak, then you would have died a long time ago. But you didn't. You're strong. Trust me. Plus, I mean, look at Dagger.
What? Now, wait a minute.
That's besides the point. But, Averi, you're strong. Coraline is gone. And I know that it hurts, but it was inevitable. There was nothing that you or I could have done. You are everything but weak. And besides, it's never about the size of the dog in the fight, but the size of the fight in the dog.
Since when did you become so wise? Wait! You're here. Dagger's here. Okay, so where's Temptress? Is she doing well? I'm so ready to just get a big bear hug from her. Oh man, she's probably dying to hear what we have been through these past few days.
Averi, Mom isn't...
She's not here? Well, it's okay. We'll keep looking. Don't worry, Bryer.
She's dead, Averi. She didn't survive the attack.
How? She was just fine before all of this!
Averi.
No! It's all their fault!
Who?
That Grey Wolf and Alistair! They're working together!
Memphis? We chased Alistair off, and they don't even know each other.
He was there when I got taken. Inside that den. I heard them talking with one another.
Am I intruding?
No, I guess not.
I'm a bit confused. I thought you two were well acquainted.
What? We are.
Then why is it that I can hear you yelling from my den? Pardon me, angrily yelling.
Temptress is dead, correct? I know who's responsible.
As do I. It was Alistair's guards. What of it?
And did I hear you have a treaty with Memphis before?
Yes.
If you have a treaty with Memphis, who's working with Alistair, who is to blame at that point? Then wouldn't all of you be responsible?
What do you mean?
Alistair was at Memphis' territory. He watched them torture me. He watched that wolf kill Corlin!
What is he planning?
I used to be the head guard in Alistair's pack. He had horrible plans that started with Bryer and Temptress and ended with him taking over your pack. There were many deaths involved, and one of those deaths involved you, Rollo.
His plan failed when Temptress was killed and when we attacked his pack.
That was you? Your pack killed Remedis?
Dagger, it was all...
No! Shut up! They didn't have to kill him! He was running with me! He was following orders!
Which is why we didn't kill him.
You didn't kill him?
No, we didn't. They're all down in the prison chambers. We're not all monsters.
Wait, Averi!
We appreciate the information and will look into it immediately. But perhaps you would like to see her burial spot as well?
I can show her.
No! I mean, I want to do it alone, if that's all right. Oh, Temptress. I don't even know what to say, or how to say whatever it is that I need to. What's going to happen to us now? Wow, we've come so far, I haven't even looked behind to see the trail we left. It would look right, but one part is missing. You scolded us and molded us into the ones we are. When I look back now, all I see is a reminder of our flaws. We should have listened to the warnings, to the shouts, the calls. Now we've faltered, now we're desperate. We don't walk, we crawl. I realized that I was blind and focused on a goal that wasn't there. Why was I so stupid and too caught up to care? And all I want to say is that I miss you, and I know that you're watching from a better view, and I'll be looking out for him, don't you worry. And all the ones who mess with us, they'll be sorry. I know that I can make this up to all of you, I'll try, and if I can't, at least do it for Bryer. And all I want to say is that I miss you, and I know that you're watching from a better view, and I'll be looking out for him, don't you worry. And all the ones who mess with us, they'll be sorry. And all I want to say is that I'll miss you, and I know you'll be watching from a better view. If our path fades, well, we'll make a new one. I'll do my best to defend a mother's son.
All right, well, can't we go see Remedis and Odell?
Yes, that actually sounds perfect. You should join them in the chambers, being you did just admit you followed after Alistair.
Then you might as well throw me in there too, because we were all caught up in a situation that we didn't agree with.
You would go down with them. The ones who took you in the first place. The ones who caused Temptress's death?
Yes.
I'll take you to see your packmate, but in return, I want you to... No, I suggest you tell me your Alpha's plans.
Agreed. And if I may correct you, sir, he isn't my alpha anymore.
I'm flattered.
And not to be rude, but you aren't either. Bryer is the only one I see as an alpha now. He's put himself at risk several times to save me, and that's more than Alistair has ever done.
I'm no alpha, so if it isn't too much to ask, can you not look at me as one?
Follow me. They're all this way.
That little pup killer is gonna regret the day.
We can't attack them.
By working with Alistair, he broke the treaty. We can attack him, and we will. You may want to avoid war to save the last bit of your past, but take a good look around. Sitting here and waiting for him to attack is useless. Maybe if you had listened to me, your little star-crossed lover would be here now.
You don't know that.
We knew where they were located. I knew Tintris was out there somewhere, so attacking them would have avoided all of this. It would have saved her. And us.
Well, we can't go back on the decisions we've made.
You made.
Precisely. I made those decisions, and I stand by them.
Dagger? Holy shit, man! What are you doing here?
That doesn't matter. I'm just glad you're both safe. When I saw those guards take you down, and all that blood.
Yeah, it was just a small cut. I guess I bleed a lot more than I thought.
So, how are you two enjoying your stay? Is it as hostile as you imagined?
Well...
Don't worry. It's not as hostile as I imagined either, but I still don't trust it.
Wait, how did you two get here?
After Alistair showed his true colors, I kept going after them, and they were fortunate enough to let me travel with them. Up until we got here.
That's great!
Yeah, it is. If you don't mind, I'd like to go discuss some things with the Alpha of the Pack.
You mean your father?
I mean Rollo. Anyway, Dagger, you can stay here and catch up with your packmates if you want.
Whoa, man! You got way more scars out of this than I did.
Your home got attacked, you're in a prison, and you're worried about scars?
Yeah, pretty much.
Thank goodness they didn't change your personality.
I wish they had.
We need to discuss a few things.
Look, Lloyd's already got a spring of false hope. Can we just wait on the whole spirit attachment thing?
It's not false hope.
This isn't about that. I'll never understand it. The way this place reminds me of peace. If it had a physical form, that is.
Yeah, well, I can see how someone like you would adore this place.
You say that as if you know me.
Oh, trust me, when you hear as many rumors as I've heard, you start to put together a clear picture of what someone's like.
Alright, then tell me, what am I like?
You're a cold-hearted, sadistic pack killer. Instead of being there and owning up to your responsibilities, you leave them behind, and you don't realize that your decisions affect more than just you. You're a horrible excuse of an alpha. You're a horrible excuse of a father.
Now that you've described me based off the things you've heard, let me do the same. You're sad. You're hurt. You don't know what to do most of the time, so you just keep repeating the same actions that helped you in the past, which is running. Speaking of the past, you can't seem to move on from it, and because of that, you try so hard to make things better. You're just like me.
You're wrong about me.
And you're wrong about me. So there's yet another thing we have in common. Look, I know the past is confusing and, well, quite frankly, it's difficult to talk about. But I can't focus on the past anymore, because it's ultimately ruining my future. Seeing Temptress again and talking with her for the last time, it made me realize that.
Well, I'm glad you got to have that lesson with her. Because you know what me and Mom talked about? The last time I saw her? We talked about you. And how much she wanted to go back to you. It was always about you. Even in her final moments, she wanted to spend them with you. Not me. I don't get it.
I wasn't the one she adored. You were, Bryer. I was just her last resort for your safety. Even I was hoping she would come back for me. But when she got here...
Rollo, I'm not... I don't have much time, but... Bryer...
Don't talk. I can get some medics.
No! Listen! For once, just listen. Alistair found us and... Bryer... He's in danger. You need to get to him first, not me.
Finis, take guard and go on ahead. I'll catch up. You're all cut up. You look like you did when I first found you.
I know. But unlike that time, I don't think I'll be healed enough to...
Don't say that. You're going to be fine. They should be here any moment. Where are they? Damn it!
Go get Bryer. Get our son.
Rollo, I think that's enough. You don't want to involve her in this. One spirit attachment is enough, and there's no guarantee she'll survive with me here. Get back now!
She was the only good thing I saw in this world. And then when I saw you had survived...
What? After you nearly killed me? And her?
Pardon me? Did you just say I tried to kill you?
Yes, I did, because it's true.
I was not the one responsible for that. For the death of my pups.
Then tell me who is responsible.
Memphis. Well, I guess it's story time, isn't it?
Oh, this story always makes me want to rip him up more. This is what got us into this fucked up situation.
When my pack was still starting out, we had an confrontation with another rather large pack. That pack was led by Memphis. I'm not proud of the things we did, things Kano did in the past, but I can't change them.
That's right, I want credit. For all of it. I'm the reason we have a pack. The reason we have power.
The only way we were to obtain followers was to get rid of whoever the previous leader was. But, if one were to challenge an alpha, they'd have to fight alone. It's
pack law. I know.
Indeed. Well, I took on an alpha of a certain pack, and I didn't want to kill him. I saw no point. But Kano channeled my anger, as spirit attachments do, and took over. When I woke up, the alpha was dead. Anyhow, Memphis, the leader of the pack we had encountered, was also the brother the alpha Kano had killed. Apparently, Memphis had a lot of mercy, or so he said. And, well, we decided to merge packs after a brief conversation.
Wait, what? You killed his brother? And he wanted to merge packs.
He said there was no point in lingering within the past, and he felt a sort of hatred towards his brother due to their packs clashing a lot. So we merged packs, and for the first time, there was a pack that had not one, but two alphas. For a long time, things were in order, but then...
Oh, jeez. Yeah, this is where I usually cut off.
We had been approached by one of the main guards, who said she found someone too close to the border. When they brought the culprit to us, it was Temptress. That was the first time I saw her, and she looked horrible. All cut up, bruised, swollen in some areas, almost as if someone had meant to kill her, but failed. Memphis assigned her as a slave, and being her choices were slim to none, I agreed. Not only that, but if we were ever to disagree, the thought of war would spring up, and we weren't able to handle that. Anyway, I was intrigued, and whenever I got the chance, I would sneak her pieces of meat.
From the scrap pile. Even though the other pack members wouldn't. You did it because you were the leader. So sneaking it was just an act.
Oh, if you only knew. Memphis was the one who made it so I had to sneak. We both agreed on certain terms, and one of those was no feeding low ranks more than once a day. With that being said, Bryer, sneaking was more than just an act. Months passed. Once she had informed me she was pregnant, I started to panic. Hiding a relationship was one thing, but pregnancy? Out of the question. I had no choice in the matter, being time had passed, and she started to get bigger. Memphis didn't seem to even notice she was missing, and being I usually snuck out food, it was a lot easier to do it without being caught within the border. It was when Temptress was close to having pups that I was called back into camp, apparently for something urgent. When I returned to camp, Memphis was alone, with only a few guards. I just figured that they were out patrolling, but when Memphis explained that he knew about my secret, he took over the situation, and that's when he sent the assassins. I had no clue about it until after it happened, but that's when we decided to break up our packs. What was done was done. I couldn't change it, nor could I bring them back. But Memphis wanted war at this point, and I still had things to protect. That's why I only saw you when I wasn't dealing with how I'll defend my pack, myself, and my small bit of family. Finally, I caught wind of an attack happening, and I did the only thing that I could do to keep you and Temptress safe. I sent you away to be taken to a more safer territory. Apparently, one of my loyal followers wasn't so loyal after all. She took both of you to Memphis's territory, and that was held against me for a bit.
Then, how did this treaty come up?
Well, you could tell me the first part of that, if you remember, that is. It did all start with Temptress and you leaving his pack.
Oh, well, after we found a carcass of one of his packmates, Mom thought it would be best to escape. She knew we couldn't live there anymore, especially if wolves inside the territory were getting injured and killed. Even worse, the pack thought I was responsible.
I'm so sorry, Bryer. I should have just controlled my anger, but I
Couldn't control it.
didn't want to hurt anyone, but it was going on every day at that point. whenever Temptress would be working, they just mess with him. Mess with us. I had to watch, not able to do a thing. But that day, one of the pack's guards took it too far. I didn't want to kill anyone. I didn't even expect to get one bite in. But it took over. You know, the anger. I blacked out for a split second and I was in complete control. I just kept biting and scratching. Then he stumbled over backwards and rolled down the drop-off. I never wanted it to happen, and if it weren't for my mistake, we wouldn't have run off. We wouldn't have become rogues.
That's not something to feel ashamed of. It was her escape that broke the leash that Memphis had on me.
It made it so we could focus less on them and more on war.
Even then, war did not happen. We were evenly matched. So we had come to an agreement that if he stayed off my territory, and I did the same, we would have no reason to fight. But that treaty did not involve Alistair.
So, what now?
Well, if your little fox friend is right in saying Alistair was there, then we'd have no choice but to attack.
No, fighting would only contradict our whole purpose for the treaty.
So, Memphis is breaking the treaty by having secret allies.
We'll have to discuss our future plans.
Soon.
And we will soon enough. But not now. Well, I'm sure you need rest, right? I mean, you must have been up all night.
No. I want to know more about what Lloyd is. I want answers. What? I mean, we're gonna be here for a while. We shouldn't waste it.
Well, I should at least tell you what it is, and where it started. Long ago, a stubborn wolf tried to steal food and medic supplies from a certain pack. When the idiotic fool got caught, the pack had a secret that not many packs have nowadays. A wolf who was well experienced in dark magic. Believe it or not, he placed a curse on that fool, and it made it so... How can I explain this?
He said, from here on out, you and your family, and all who are to come in the future generations, are forbidden to look or even touch the ones who die before you. I didn't believe it, but now...
Wait, you're saying that I watched Lloyd die?
Actually, it's a bit more detailed than that. Spirit can also be transferred by merely touching them during death. Eye contact just makes it more direct.
I don't understand.
Jeez, kid, how clear can we make it?
No, that's not what I meant. I mean, I don't remember ever seeing Lloyd not look like this.
I died?
You're completely missing the point. It doesn't matter precisely how you ended up the way you are. It's more about knowing what you are and accepting it. But if you want to go into all of that, yes, Lloyd must have died and somehow his soul attached onto you. I've come to pick up a few things when sharing a body with him. You do have the ability to let Lloyd take over your body, even though it may seem unnatural. It doesn't just have to happen when you're angry. In fact, Bryer, you're the one who is in control of whether it happens or not. I'm assuming from what you told me that you let your guard down when you're very angry and Lloyd takes over, as I did in the past. But...
Wait, hold on.
You alright?
Maybe we should take this a bit slower. I mean, we're not going anywhere, and neither are you, right? Then we can learn one thing at a time. I mean, we still have to be here for Averi. Once she's settled, we can start, training?
I'll speak with you later then.
Yeah. Sure. Hey.
Oh, hey. Look, I'm sorry for how I've been acting, but I just can't believe that she's gone. She's never coming back.
I know. I mean, she was my mother. I can't accept that she's gone either, but Averi, we don't have a choice at this point.
I know. I'm just tired of seeing the ones I care about die. It should have been me back there, not Coraline. She was just so determined to get out, and I was useless. I'm always the useless one, the weak one. She had dreams, and I don't.
That's not true. You're not useless or weak. I know what happened to Coraline is unforgivable, but if you just put yourself down and give up, then her death would mean nothing. Mom's death would mean nothing. Everyone else's deaths would mean nothing. That's why I'm gonna do my best to make sure that you and everyone else is safe, like Mom did, but I just need your help and support, alright? I need the old Averi back. I know this is a lot. I mean, it's a lot for all of us. Holding on to this anger you have, it's like getting caught in a trap and expecting the trap to feel pain, when in reality, it's only holding you back.
All right, fine. You have my full support. Since when did you become so wise? I asked you before, but never got an answer.
I guess I'm picking up a lot of that crap from being around Rollo.
Your father? So you two are actually getting along?
More or less.
Wow! I can't wait for you to introduce me to him.
I like that idea. I think everyone could use a daily dose of positive Averi.
Absolutely not.